Hi, kindergartners. My name is Shelby and I'm from Partnership for Kids. I'm so glad that you're all at school today. Sometimes it's hard for us to get up and get going in the morning, especially when it starts to get cold outside, like right now. So, if you're having some problems getting to school on time, here are some tricks that you can try. You can try using an alarm clock so you can wake up at the same time on school days. You can try to do a lot of things the night before school so you have less to do in the morning because sometimes if you oversleep, then you have all these things you still have to do, and that can cause us to be late. So some things that you can do the night before would be packing your lunch, making sure you have all your things in your backpack that you'll need, and picking out your clothes. So today our topic is mindfulness, and mindfulness means paying attention and slowing down to really notice what you're doing. And it's important to stay calm when things don't go your way or in stressful moments, and sometimes it isn't easy being mindful, but with more practice, the more practice that you have, it becomes really easy. So one way, a big thing about mindfulness is being a calm kid. So one way that I like to calm myself down when I'm feeling a lot of emotions, like angry emotions, sad emotions, whatever those emotions may be, I just sit back and I close my eyes and I go to a quiet place and I take 5 big deep breaths, and that really helps calm me down. So our book today is called What Does It Mean to Be Present? And it's by Rana DiOrio and it's illustrated by Eliza Wheeler. What does it mean to be present? Does it mean showing up in class? No. Does it mean sharing something at show and tell? No. Does it mean wrapping yourself up? No. Being present means listening carefully when other people are speaking. Noticing when someone needs help and taking the time to give them the help they need. Focusing on what's happening now instead of thinking about what's next. Appreciating what you have, even if what someone else has seems better, and waiting patiently for your turn. Treating each new experience as an opportunity, and understanding that making mistakes is how we learn and grow. Being grateful for your family and friends and telling them so. Savoring each bite of your delicious food. Cuddling with your puppy and enjoying how soft and wiggly he feels. Relishing the warmth of the sun and the sound of the rain. Feeling the sand between your toes, watching the rolling waves, smelling the briny seaweed, listening to the cawing seagulls, and tasting the ocean's salty spray. Allowing the rhythm of your breath in and out, to make you feel peaceful. Closing your eyes and being still enough to hear your inner voice. Being present means living in the moment. It means realizing that yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. So tell your friends what it means to be present and spread the word. When we're all present, life can be much richer, fuller, and happier. So I hope you all enjoyed that book. If you haven't already gotten a copy of the book, you will receive one that you can take home with you. So I want to talk about some ways that we saw the characters in our book being calm kids. One big one that I saw was that they were talking about how it's okay to make mistakes because it's how we learn and how we grow, which is very true. Another one was how we don't want to always be worrying about what's happening next. We want to just think about what's happening right now, because that causes a lot of worry and different kinds of emotions that we don't really need to feel. We just need to focus on what we're doing right now. And then another one was telling your family and your friends how much they mean to them and all of that kind of stuff. There were a lot of good ways that you can be a calm kid in this book. So since we read the book and we saw how a lot of these kids stay calm, I want you all to take a minute to think about how you can be a calm kid, and if you could share, please, that'd be awesome. So go ahead and pause the video when you're ready to share, and then unpause when you're done. Okay, so thank you so much for those of you who shared. I really appreciate you all sharing. I'm sure you all had some great ideas on how you can be calm kids. So we are going to do a little activity that will teach us a little bit more of how we can be calm kids. So first, I want you all to think of 3 things that you can see right now. So go ahead and think about it. You don't have to talk about it right now. We're just going to think in our heads 3 things that we can see. Okay, and if you have those, now we're going to also think of 2 things that we can hear. So go ahead and think of 2 things that we can hear. Okay, and then the last thing that we're going to think of, we're going to find 1 thing that we can touch right now. So go ahead and think of that. Okay, and now that we have our 3 things that we can see, 2 things that we can hear, and 1 thing that we can touch, we're all going to take 1 big deep breath together to kind of calm ourselves down. So let's do that together. We're going to sit up straight, and then we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to take our big deep breath in, and now we're going to go out. And now that we're a little more calmer, feel free to pause the video and share the 3 things that you could see, 2 things that you could hear, and 1 thing that you could touch. And unpause when you're finished. Okay, well, thank you for those of you who shared. I'm sure you guys all had some great ideas and thoughts, things that you saw, could touch, could hear. I want to thank you all so much for being at school today and for reading this book with me and for doing the activity with me as well. I hope that you guys learned some ways that you can be a calm kid. Have a great rest of your day, kindergartners.